One round in today. Belvedere North's off to a strong start, already at 90 points. Boylan's on the board with 10. There's a lot of game to play, though, and we know how fast these scores can change. Before we get to our United Way Move the Middle volleyball round, a very special thank you. Our judge today is a familiar face, mostly because he is so generous with his time. Carl Heinz is the retired District 16 Illinois State Police Commander, and he's come out of retirement to help us again today. Carl, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, back to the United Way Move the Middle volleyball round. It's the conferring round because of our coin flip. The first question's going to Belvedere North. Liam, are you set for the first one this week?
Yes.
Here it is. What behavior, which Robert Merton's strain theory suggests is motivated by social pressure, is a type of deviancy in which people break laws?
Criminality? Criminality?
Yes, we would have taken that. Criminality, crime, even deviancy before the deviant, but we've got that. Those 10 points for you, those are yours. And we get a new question for Boylan. Rachel, here's your first of the round. What country whose northeastern Loreto region contains the provincial capital of Iquitos in the Amazon rainforest has its national capital at Lima?
Peru.
Yep, that last city may have helped. That was a good clue. And you've got 10 points. Back over to Belvedere North. What artist who died in May 2020 created the gates in Central Park and wrapped the Reichstag in fabric, both with his wife, Jean-Claude?
Give me a guess.
That was a tough art question. Christo Vladimirov Javachev. Tom, even hitting your head that hard may not have bring it to your attention. We'll move over now to Boylan. What religion's oldest texts contain ritual sections called Aranyakas, include the Sama and Rig, are written in Sanskrit, and are called the Vedas?
Islam.
Incorrect. Hindu or Hinduism. Back to Belvedere North. What patriotic song with music by Samuel Ward has lyrics inspired by a visit to Pikes Peak by Catherine Lee Bates?
Land of the Beautiful?
Incorrect. It's the Purple Mountain Majesties of America the Beautiful. Back to Boylan. What monsters appear in the film Train to Busan, the dance sequence of the music video for Thriller and the TV series The Walking Dead?
Zombies.
Andrew knew that one fast, right? They have the funk of 40,000 years, if you believe Vincent Price in that Thriller song. Boylan, you've got 10 points. Back to Belvedere North. What aluminum oxide mineral, named from the Tamil Dravidian for its two gem forms, ruby and sapphire, defines a hardness of 9 on the Mohs scale?
Amethyst?
That was a tough one. Corundum. The only one higher on the scale is diamond, actually. That's a 10. Corundum is that mineral. And now back to Boylan. Part of the photosphere is visible during annular examples of what events, which only occur during the new moon phase when the moon blocks the sun?
Solar eclipse.
You got it right at the buzzer. Solar eclipse. Good job. 10 points. Boylan, back over to Belvedere North. What musical clef represents a stylized letter G and appears on the upper of the two staves in a grand staff?
Treble. Treble.
Yes, treble clef. Bass clef is that lower staff. You've got 10 points. That puts you at 110, and time is up for the round. Boylan, you closed the gap a little bit. We're at 110 to 40 now, halfway through the game, but our lightning round will change things very, very quickly. We'll have that in just a minute, but first, you get to play at home with the Bergstrom bonus question. See how much you know.
New Chicago White Sox manager Tony La Russa has 3 World Series rings, including one in 2011, with what team that was led by Albert Pujols and Yadi Molina?